What's up guys, and welcome back to Louise Automotive. This is an update video. I uploaded a video recently about the alternator replacement on this 99 Ford Explorer. Actually the alternator I put on was bad. At idle it would not charge, so I decided to take the old alternator and clean up the brushes in it. And I also cleaned up the copper thing that the regulator rides on, I forget what they call it, like the windings almost. Cleaned it all up, put it back on, and it actually works perfect now. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a two-part video basically. I'm going to give a little update of what's going on with it. Recently I've noticed that there's an issue with a vacuum leak that I haven't been able to trace down. And after about 2 days of work, I actually figured out what was going on. So, if you look up here, there's the PCV valve, right? Well, Ford used a plastic nipple that hooks these two hoses together and then onto the PCV valve itself. Well, that nipple's cracked. As you see, I have a piece of tape here because I needed to get it home and it wouldn't run with this vacuum leak. So, what I did is I went to Advanced Auto Parts and I ordered this. This is a 3/8 by 3/8 by 3/8 T adapter. It's from Dorman. I'll put the part number below. I got them in a 3-pack. It came with two other sizes. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but this is what came with it. I got some 3/8 hose. And what we're going to do in this video is show you how to get rid of that awful plastic vacuum tee that goes for your PCV valve and replace it with this instead of having to spend $45 on an entire PCV assembly from the Ford dealer. So, first thing you want to do is you want to come back here to your engine. Now this motor is hot because I've been driving it, so most likely I will burn myself. I would recommend you wait till your engine is cold. I'm going to stick that under the auto control valve to get it out of my way. And I'm going to pull off this vacuum line. Okay, once you're here, you're going to see you have your PCV valve. I'm just going to raise up on it. And I'm going to find a flathead screwdriver. I'm going to take these two clamps off I put on. Because when I put this back together, I put it together correctly, I should say. From the factory there is no clamps. Ford factory didn't think that there should be clamps holding this all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two loose. And I'm going to pull these hoses off and show you what we're working with here. Now you see this tape here. I'm going to pull off and show you guys the crack right there. And what cracked it was is Ford uses a plastic PCV valve. And I put on this frame part right here. It's metal. Well, I cracked the T when I put that on. Now, a lot of people would say, well, go to the Ford dealer and pick up this assembly, this entire PCV assembly, plastic valve and all. Not sure if you guys have noticed, but I technically really don't have the money to spend right now on stuff like that. Currently trying to get into college and stuff, so this is what I have to work with. And I think the repair that I'm going to do here is actually better than what the factory did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two hose clamps loose, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show y'all how to put all this together. One thing that I should also mention is the left side is smaller than the right side of your engine. So this would go on this side and the other one will go on that side. So I got this plastic nipple off, as you can see. Now I have this. So I'm going to try to sit you guys up. Matter of fact, let me do this. Not sure how good you guys can see, but can you see this? push them in, tighten the clamps down. Now, a few updates. I've had a few comments ask me, do I plan on getting rid of this Explorer? No, I do not plan on getting rid of it. I actually plan on keeping it. Mainly because I've always liked the second gen Explorers, even the first gens. You know, I'm a big Jurassic Park fan, so that's something to do with it. And yes, I know the second gens weren't used in Jurassic Park, but I know the first gen was, and I've kind of always liked them. I've always liked the Explorers. Even the new ones I think are pretty cool, like the ST. That's one that I would really love to own. It's a very quick vehicle. And just, it's sporty looking. You know, you don't see many vehicles today that look like that. I know there's a Track Hawk and stuff from like Dodge. There's also the there's another one, Porsche. There's a Porsche SUV. Personally, I'm an American guy. I like the American muscle scene. I like, you know, the old muscle cars. Back when cars were cars. Today, everything's electric, and that's the way everybody wants to go. Personally, I don't think that's a good idea, but that's just me, in my opinion. You know, a lot of people like electric cars. A lot of people like these hybrids. Me personally, I don't. But that, you know, everybody has their own opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you should own this or own that. I mean, it's your decision. If you want to spend your money on those, do it. Some have good warranties, some do not. But anyway, this is how it should look. And you want to have it something like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring the camera back there. Now, I know my filming angles suck. I've had people comment that. Sorry, I can't fix that. I don't have a camera guy. I'm going to take the rest of this tape off this PCV valve. Like I said, I tried to stop this leak, and yeah, it didn't work. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a hose clamp, if I have one left. And I need a hose clamp right here onto the bottom of this hose. Actually, I might not have to. I might be able to fit this on and make it snug. Let me see. Now the hose is a bit big. I'll have to trim this down. It fits snug, but just for my peace of mind, I'm going to put a hose clamp there just to make sure 100% there will not be any vacuum leaks out of this engine. Down here, I've already repaired it too. You can probably see the white T down there. I've already repaired it going down into the breather in the valley. I did the intake gaskets on this. All the hoses were rotted, so I fixed that. Another question I seen on Instagram. Someone said these heater hoses were ripped and cracked. No, they are very much good still, and they're very hot. I shouldn't be touching them, but these are still good hoses. I don't see anything wrong with them. Another comment said that I had an issue with rust here. I did see this. These are getting replaced. Just a matter of when I get the funds to do so. I'm going to replace the thermostat housing down here. The plastic one, I'm going to replace it with a aluminum one, because the plastic ones are known to fail on the 4-liter single overhead cam engine. I believe there's a few other Fords that have that issue too. I know there's some GMs that do. But yeah, anyway, enough of me talking. I'm going to go get a hose clamp, or try to find a hose clamp. If not, then I'll leave it like this. I mean, it's snug. It's not going to come off. But, I mean, my peace of mind, I would like to have that, you know, with a hose clamp. So let me see if I can find one, and then I'll come right back. Is you want to come in here. If I can get in here. Okay. Sorry, I thought I smelled gas for a second. I didn't. It's this car parked beside me. I'm going to zip tie here. I'm going to put 2 of them if I can. I'm going to zip tie as tight as I can. But, I mean, this is not under pressure. It's under vacuum. So you really don't need like a hose clamp. I mean, it fits snug already. So I'm just going to fit this up as best as I can so it's functional. Alright, I got 2 of them on here. and it's not going nowhere. I can't even turn it no more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a knife and trim this hose down enough so I can fit the brass barb in, zip tie it on, and then we'll be done. Alright, so I got everything bolted up and zip tied, and that would be your repair. Don't forget to put your hose clamps and stuff back, or just push these on if you have the factory hoses. But check and make sure they're not mushy. If they're mushy, it means they're deteriorated inside and they're actually collapsing under the engine vacuum. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you all this. There's the PCV valve, 4 zip ties. These are the 3/8 to 3/8 to 3/8 brass T. Everything is tight. So yeah, that's how you repair your broken PCV nipple or PCV valve nipple on your 99 Ford Explorer. This is also good for the 97 through 2001 single overhead cam engines, Job 1 engines. The Job 2 has your intake cover here. The Job 1 has it up here. There are also different intakes. This intake is Job 1. It's like a giant pretzel. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching Lee's Automotive. Another thing before I get off here, if you remove your vacuum hose here, don't forget to put that back on like I just did. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day. And no, I did not forget this. I was going to take this off and clean it. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Goodbye.